Good morning, everyone. How we doing? Hey, it's a beautiful 38 degrees this morning. That actually feels so good. So hope you guys had a great day today by the time you see this video. I've got these two to cut right here. I think we're going to do probably 5 or 6 out of the 10 on today's route, which is good. I'll take it. You know, things are slowing down, of course, and it's almost time to do fall cleanups, which, no big deal. We'll be starting those probably November 1st, or probably the last week of this month, and see what we get into. But I'm going to get you guys some footage here. No clue what we're going to talk about today. I'll tell you, I was talking to a friend last night, and he said, man, I don't know how you guys do videos every day. Don't you run out of things to talk about? Yeah. I mean, I have done over 1,000 videos, guys. Eventually, there's nothing else to say. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go out and buy stuff all the time and show it to you and say, you should buy this. I've got the products I like I said in yesterday's video, if you didn't see it, which not many people did. Probably just wasn't a good enough title to catch somebody's eye. I mean, if you really think about it, most of YouTube is these catchy titles, and then when you watch it, there's very little substance to it. So, and you know, my channel is more of just showing you my day, showing you what I'm doing, showing you the work. And I've always been like that. It's just been work, man. So, hey. Oh, that looks pretty. Look at that. That yard looks nice. Those guys do a good job. That's one thing, man. When you see a company that does a good job, you got to give them props for it, man, because there's plenty of people doing bad jobs. Anyway, let me get this stuff trimmed. We'll get back to you, get you some footage here, and I'll see you soon. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish, oh, sorry about that, grass. I'm gonna finish this curb area up and get this blown off, and I'll show you what it looks like afterward. And we will talk about something I think is important to everyone, even us guys who've been doing this a long time. So see you in a minute. Okay, there it is. All done. All done. And had to cut it at 3.5 or 3 3/4 because I've got to get it down before winter time gets here. I didn't want to do that, but I had to do it. That's why I had to double cut it. Got to get them down, man. This one here is down right where it needs to be, and you guys know that one over there is super thick. So anyway, let's get on. I'll see you in a few. Last yard of the day, boys and girls. There it is, soaking wet, but looks pretty good. Be coming back here in about 2 or 3 weeks. Got to get all those ornamentals down, all of this down. Got to get the hostas out, trim everything. This is going to be a 2-day cleanup. Anyway, we're going to get home, and I've got a serious topic. And a lot of people always say, man, where'd you get that name Dr. Real? Well, I'm going to show you where I got that name. So let's get back to the house. I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 today, and it's about 12:45, 1 o'clock. So, hey, you know what? Oh, and my buddy Dave Fitch called me, okay? Dave said, I have a complaint about the Strikehold. I said, okay, let's hear it. He said, man, I sprayed that stuff on my throttle cable and everything. And he said, you know what? The throttle just keeps wanting to work itself back. He said, it's never been that free. And I told him, I said, how much did you, or I asked him, I said, how much did you spray on there, Dave? And he said, well, you know how it is. A little bit's good, but a lot's better. I love you, Dave. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit goes a long way. But like he said, man, that stuff really works good. He sprayed it on his hitch on his trailer. He's got the kind of hitch that you got to lift up and kind of fall forward. He said, man, that is smooth. He said, I love it. So we'll see you in a few, guys. Okay, guys, I am home. And what I want to talk to you about is twofold. I know my buddy over at Elite Landscapes, Randall. Great guy, great channel. He calls his followers warriors. And he's right, man. He's right. Not in the sense that we go to war, not in the sense that we have anything to do with a war, but it's the mentality. And there is a dark side to lawn care. And that's what I want to talk about today. And only the warrior mentality is going to get you through it. Talking to a buddy of mine last night. He broke a belt on his mower. He's got 3 weeks left to mow. He goes, gets another belt. $137, man. $137. The belt breaks again. The pulley goes through his gas tank. $500 that he does not have right now to get that gas tank replaced. The one thing that I noticed as I watch YouTube, and I'll admit, like I told you many times, I don't watch lawn care channels anymore. I watch Randall, and I watch the Lawn Stars every once in a while when they put a video up. That's it, man. and my buddy Brian Welsh. And I might catch one or two small channels here and there. There is a dark side to lawn care that nobody talks about. And you have to be a warrior. You have to have a warrior mentality to get through it. They don't talk about when you start out. You know, people will tell you, oh, you can buy this new aerator and you can aerate 100 lawns a week. Where are you getting those? You can get a new commercial mower and you can cut 15 yards a day. Where are you getting those? They just automatically assume you have the work. Now let me tell you something. Getting the work is not easy. And getting the work from quality customers, that is really hard. Really hard. You can get lawn care work. I mean, you can go on sites and sign your name up and they'll send you out to a place and they'll keep 20% of it and all this. You can do all, there is so many gimmicks out here. You can buy into a franchise and somebody will give you a mower and a truck and a trailer and give you the accounts, but you ain't making that much money. You just ain't making that much money. So to build a lawn care business from the bottom up, to make it solid, to where you have that repeat business every week. I hear guys constantly saying, well, I got a new one this week. I got 2 new ones this week. I got another new one this week. How do you need so many new yards if you've been in business for so long? Once you're established, man, you're established. So it's that fine line between what everybody says you should be doing or what they think you could do and what your reality is. So my buddy is without a mower with 3 weeks to go. And how you coming off $500 with 3 weeks to go? You barely can recoup that. I almost had to pay $1,100 to get a hydro pump replaced with 4 weeks to go. Do they ever tell you, do they come on and tell you how it's going to be a struggle the first couple years and you're going to be in some debt? Do they ever tell you how they went without eating for a couple days because the checks weren't in yet? Do people really come on and tell you the reality of what lawn care is? And I say some do, some don't. I don't think personally, and this is no bashing anyone, I don't think you're going to get it from the big channels. I think you're going to get more truth out of the smaller channels because you see their work every day. You see what they have to go through. But I'm telling you, there's a deep, dark part of lawn care that nobody tells you about. The part where your vehicle is falling apart and you're trying to put food on the table and you're just trying to get by and you're trying to find more work. These are things that you rarely hear about, man, but they're happening to guys everywhere out here. Not everybody out here. And that's one big myth. And people will come into comments and they'll trash people for, you've been doing it this long and you don't have this. You've been doing it that long and you don't have that. We're not all built the same, folks. Now, you got your popcorn, I'm sure. You're sitting there with your wife or your buddies. You're watching this video tonight and you're going, man, he's just talking out of his rear end. I'm not. It's the truth. But I'm telling you, man, there's a dark part of lawn care where you're hurting to pay bills. You can't get to the next pay. You can't fix your equipment. You have to, put a stick in it to get going. You got to tie something up to get through your day. Those are the things that takes a true warrior to get past. When I started, it was a push mower and a broom. And I don't mean a self-propelled mower. I mean a push mower. The kind that you pull the handle down and push physically. I went from that to having my first blower, my first trimmer. Then I had a dump trailer. People crucified me for getting rid of the dump trailer. You need it. I don't need it. I do not need it. I calculate my moves, at least I try to, 2 or 3 years in advance, man. I sold my 52 because I did not need it at the time. Now I realize, and I realized this early last year, that, you know what? There's going to come a point where I'm going to need a backup mower, a 52, that I'm going to use every day, and we're going to use this as the backup. You constantly have to make moves that other people will never understand why you're doing it. But the dark side of lawn care, man, is all the things they don't tell you about. They don't tell you about knocking on the doors or putting the flyers out and nobody's answering the calls and nobody's calling you back. I'm just telling you, man, to be a true warrior, you have to fight through every little bit of that to build your business. And this isn't just about lawn care. This is about any business you do. My lawn care business cannot support 5 people. That's why I'm solo. I don't have the drive to go out and get more business and get bigger. And I don't want the headache of it. Okay? Ask a guy to pull over when you're out mowing and ask a guy that's got 4 or 5 crews, do you have headaches? And he will tell you, and you're going to get this 50% of the time, I wish I never got this big. But guys, there are pitfalls to owning a lawn care business. There are bad things about it. When something breaks down, guess who it's on? It's on you. When the truck won't run, guess who it's on? It's on you. And you have to make the phone calls to the customers. And you better have the capital setting somewhere to get everything fixed today. Not in a week, but today. So if you're out there constantly buying new equipment, where's your capital at? It's sitting in that new equipment. Well, guess what? That mower is not going to cut grass if the truck won't run. And if the truck runs and the mower's broke down, you're not cutting grass. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I'm just warning you guys, there's parts about lawn care that people do not talk about on YouTube. If you're going to start a new business, be prepared 10 ways of Sunday, because you're going to need to be. And these guys out here that are working another job and doing lawn care on the side and have a dream of owning the business, kudos to them because they're doing it the right way. I didn't have that luxury. I lost a job one day and I had to come up with something that made money. And so the next weekend I was out push mowing. Borrowed the push mower from my dad, borrowed the broom from my mom, and that's how I started, with $11 in the bank. I'm telling you. And people, I can't tell you how many people have asked me, how do I do it? How do I do it? Well, first of all, if you're not willing to suffer a little bit, you ain't going to do it, and you're not going to make it. There is suffering in this business. Anyway, guys, I hope it helps you. I hope it gives you something to think about. Dot your I's, cross your T's, and be prepared before you start a business of any kind. I love you guys. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all my viewers. Hope everybody's okay. Please pray for my buddy, because I can only imagine the strain he's under right now. And I appreciate you guys leaving comments and tell me some of your stories. Leave some of your stories of how you've had to struggle to make your business work, so people can read them in the comments and understand what the reality of it is. So guys, as always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real. I love you. God loves you. You guys have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.